Well, hello again. Today, we're inside my Tesla and we are going to detail the inside. So, you ready? I know I am. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of how to keep your car looking brand new. Okay? I know what some of you guys are going to say. You're going to say, Mr. Tater Tot, the car is not even that dirty. Why do you clean it so much? Well, for one, I like my car and I like to keep it looking good. Now, I have wanted a Tesla since 2014 and I finally was able to get one. And well, it's my dream car. And I value this car, okay? And I'm trying to take good care of it. So, if there's something you love, you should cherish it. You should take care of it. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. Now, my kids say, Dad, you clean your car too much. Well, it's called a value in which I have. And I want to keep it looking good. So, today, we're going to shine up the inside, keep it looking good. You know, I'm going to start doing this a little bit more often, but let me tell you a little something. All right, I'm going to use my phone. I'm going to read this story to you. It says, a year ago, my husband bought me an Apple Watch. I was so excited, grateful, even a little emotional. Fast forward to today, it's been sitting under the seat of my car for weeks. Not because I didn't love it, but because, like many of us, I got comfortable. I stopped appreciating it. I stopped using it. This happens to more than just gifts. It happens with jobs, relationships, goals, anything that we value. We work hard to get it, and then we forget to maintain it, to grow with it, to treat it with the same energy we had in the beginning. So basically, don't let excitement fade into neglect. What you value only keeps its value if you keep showing up for it. So with that said, when you have something that you worked hard to get and you love it when you get it, don't lose that. Keep hold of it. Take care of it. So with that said, keep that in mind. But with that said, let's get into detailing my car. Now, at first glance, yes, my car does not look that bad. It is pretty clean. The floor mats are the only thing that's really dirty. But what we're going to do today is not really detail in the fact of because my car is disgustingly dirty. But what we're going to do is we're going to touch up some spots that's in it. And then we are going to put some protection down. Okay? Protective stuff to keep everything looking good. So as you may know, I am a big fan of the Meguiar's car cleaning product. Okay? It's really good stuff. It's not too expensive. But this is what we have. You've seen me use this in my last video with Tire Shine. You guys have seen me use this Quick Wax. But here's two new products I have not shown yet. This is for cleaning leather seats. Okay? It says it's the #1 leather brand. Okay? It's a rich leather, keeps the shine, keeps the leather looking good. And then we have the Ultimate Protectant, long lasting. This is for inside. Okay? Now, some people like Armor All to shine up stuff, but Armor All leaves a film, okay? Any dust wants to collect to it. This stuff has a good shine, looks good, but it's not that oily, real bad oily like Armor All does. So today we are not going to use these two, of course, because this is on the outside, but today we're going to use the Meguiar's leather in protection. So I'm going to start out with this because the seats is basically the last thing I want to do because I want to put them, I want to wipe down the seats, and I want to stay off the seats until the whole product dries. And I'm going to be crawling around in the car and stuff like that. So that'd be the last thing we do. But the first thing we do, we're going to use this. And like I said before, the best product, the best thing to use, it's what I use all the time, is an old shirt that's cut up. And that's what we're going to use today. We're going to start with the dashboard. Now, I'm definitely not the type of person that likes to just spray this on my dashboard, because if you just spray it on your dashboard, well, you have a tendency to get a lot in one spot, and then part of your dashboard will shine more than the other. So I like to take and just spray a little bit right on the cloth that I'm going to be using, let it soak in, and then spread it on that way so you can get it more even and not have a big old goop in one part of the car, one part of the dashboard, shinier than the other. And this stuff actually has a pretty good scent too, guys. It smells pretty good. We're going to spray it on there. We're just going to wipe it in. And as you can see, it has a nice shine to it, but it's not overbearingly shiny like Armor All does. Now, Armor All is a good product, don't get me wrong. Does a really good job at protecting. But for me, I do not like the deep shine and the residue that it leaves behind. Spray some more on here. And we're also going to get the harder plastic parts. The harder plastic parts does that too. You don't just have to do like my carbon fiber that I put down here. And see the shine that it puts on there, guys? I know you can see it, the difference in the video. Make sure you get all those edges. Get your fingers up inside here. Get back far, because a certain way the light shines, you're going to see it. And it's going to aggravate you when you're driving down the road and you look and you realize you missed a spot. And I'll get the other side to finish. And there you go, as you can see. Nice clean spots. As you can see right there is where the newer spot is. So we're going to have to make sure we finish going over top of that to make sure we blend that nice and good. Now we come down here and spray it on here, and we're going to get the steering wheel. I like to coat it on there pretty good before I start wiping. So put it on the cloth and just rub it all in. Real thick. Get all of them so it gets into the nice spots. And then turn my rag around to the drier side to finish rubbing it in. And then, the spot where I sprayed it, just grab it around the steering wheel and just go back and forth. Like I said, this stuff don't have a real thick residue like Armor All, so you don't have to worry about your steering wheel getting slick. But what I do recommend is after you do this, is to turn it around to the dry side and just go back over top of it to get any excess off the steering wheel. And now that I've done that a few times, my rag is already a little bit damp, so I could take that and I can go over top of my shifter. I don't have to add more. Over here at my turning signal, and in the back of the column, because now my rag is damp with that cleaner. You don't have to keep adding. And there you go. Looks good. And it's not slick at all. Not slick at all. It just has a nice sleek look to it. Same thing for the doors. Just spray a little bit on there. Kind of let it soak in a little bit, you know. That way it's all saturated in there. And start from one side and just push. It's just going to be real thick at first. But from one side, push. And after you do that, then you can just go back and forth to rub it in. Turn it around. Now I already still have some on here, right? So we're gonna go down here and get this. Just like that. Then we get down towards the bottom of the car. I'm gonna add just a little bit more cleaner. We got the whole bottom piece clear around here, all this down for here. So I'm gonna add a little bit more, not a whole lot, like one spray across. Start down here. Now I recommend that while this stuff dries, do not put your fingerprints on it. Don't touch it with your hands. Once you do the final coat, just sit there and let it dry before you touch it with your hands. Just like that. So, there's some things I notice when people tell me, hey, look, I cleaned my car, come look at it. there's certain parts that people forget to really touch. It's because they're sitting in the car and all they do is just get what is they can visually see at the moment. And then when you get in the car or you look at the car and you start looking at all the detailed of what they did, you realize that there's some spots they missed. And if you're using like a shiner to just shine up stuff, sometimes you don't realize you didn't hit the spot until you're in the sun somewhere, the light's shining in just right, and you realize, oh, I missed a spot. And one of the biggest spots I always see is around the seatbelt. Sometimes people forget to clean the runner board, but then you get in the car and you realize that down inside here or around here is, well, still dirty. They didn't think about cleaning it. And then you get up here and they don't do a very good job at cleaning this. And I know this don't look like much, but see that spot right there? See that like black mark? That's from the seatbelt. That will rub right off, guys. They'll come right off. Some people don't get it. And some people don't think enough to come down here and make sure that they get up here where your feet are hitting. And I got a spot right there. That sucker's not coming out. Somebody hit that with a shoe or something. I don't know what hit that, but it don't come out. That was actually there when I got the car. Then down through here, get this. And some people, they don't want to lift up the center console. They don't want to lift up the center console. So underneath here, we'll get stuff caked in there. So as you can see though, I've already wiped down this. And I've done wiped down that. So it's actually pretty clean. But I do got to get up there where the seatbelt runs across. And some people forget to get under here. So don't forget spots. Make sure you touch everything. That way, when the light shines just right, you don't see a spot and then you have to go back and fix it later. It's very easy to miss spots, especially when you're in a spot that's where it's not a bunch of lighting. Like right now, I don't have a whole lot of lighting, but I do this stuff all the time, so I know where to go to make sure I get it all. Don't forget to get underneath everything. That's all. You know, some people forget to get this stuff like this right here, up underneath the steering wheel. Up here, underneath the steering wheel. It's an easy spot to miss because it's something you don't really see all the time. You know, you're not seeing it. So right up here underneath. You know, just get the rag nice and wet and just go over top of it, guys. Nice and simple. You can get it all nice and clean. Just don't rush. Don't rush. Just you're cleaning your car, so let's make sure that you get it clean. Then the back side, right in here. Make sure you get it. Spray a little bit more on there. Right down for here. Hold down in them creases. That way when somebody looks into your car from outside, from a few feet back, these little spots are very recognizable. You don't have to get your rag wet all the time. Once you get so far along, the rag stays pretty damp, and you don't have to add a whole lot at a time. And here it is. Here's that seatbelt thing I was talking about. Some people, they just forget to get a nice scrub in there. Grab a hold of that thing, put your fingers down inside there. Get that nice and shiny. So that when people are standing back and looking, all these little spots on the side, right in here, very noticeable if you miss it. If you're cleaning your car and you got stuff like this, move it out, get down inside there. Don't be lazy. Get it? I mean, it's not hard to pull stuff like that out. And also clean it. Clean it up. It's part of your car also. Even though it's a little trash can, it's part of your car. Don't leave stuff in there and just clean around it. Move it out. I mean, take pride in keeping your car clean. And don't be lazy. Don't be lazy and not take something out and not even clean the little trash can that you put in your car. Underneath. I know you can't see it, but guess what? Your car feels it. It's there. Clean it. You know what I've noticed? What I've noticed is people, they want to clean their car, and when they first start, they do a good job. And what happens is you get impatient, and then you start moving too quick. If you're going to clean your car, clean the car. Okay? Take your time. Get every spot of the car. I've seen a lot of people, they start in the front looks good, and by the time you get in the back, they got wore out, or they've gotten lazy, and they stopped doing as good of a job. So if you're going to clean your car, clean your car. You know, keep up the same intensity that you had when you first started. Just take your time and make sure you get it. A clean car is a happy car, and it'll make you happy that you actually took your time to clean it. Okay, so I got all the plastic and stuff cleaned up, and as you can realize, it didn't take that long. Now, I know I didn't record every little step, but I'm telling you, you basically watched my whole process. Just a couple little spots that I didn't record me doing. And this has only taken me about 15 minutes, if that, to put a coating over top of all my plastic. And now it looks good, and it stays protected. If you keep up on it, if you maintain it, your car will never get disgusting. And when it comes time for you to do the cleaning, it's a quick, simple, easy thing to do. So now, after that, we are going to the leather wipes. And we're going to make it shine. All right, so pull these out here. What I like to do is take and I like to start from the top of the seat. All right, don't push real hard, just barely rub. Make sure you get up underneath that headrest. Just rub it on there like you're rubbing lotion on your girlfriend or your wife back. It's nice and smooth. Making sure you get every little crease, put your fingernails inside there and rub it inside. Just take your time. And make sure that you vacuum your seats. Make sure you get anything out of the creases of your seats. Once you go so far and it don't look like it's wet anymore, just turn it around where your part where your hand was. There's more there. One of these wipes will be able to do your whole seat. Don't overdo it. You don't need multiple wipes to do this. One wipe per seat. And once you know you have all the seat covered, then just go back to the top and go back over it again, rubbing any spot in, any little excess spots that you see. Now, these are leather protective wipes. This will leave a nice oily residue on your hand from doing that. But these are leather. It gets into your leather, keeps your leather nice and fresh so it don't crack. Keeps it nice and clean. So it is a little oily and you gotta let it soak into your seat. And you may want to go over it with a dry cloth in about 10-15 minutes, about what I do, and then go back over top of it with a dry cloth just to get any excess that may not have went into the leather all the way. So when you sit down, you don't get it on your clothes. So at the beginning of this video, you said, your car don't even look that bad, but look at the difference between that seat and that seat. See the difference between the two seats? So now, you say it wasn't dirty, but guess what? It wasn't shiny either. Okay, now like I said, this leather seat stuff, it does leave a pretty good residue on your hands when you use it. So you can use gloves if you want to. But this stuff, it's a moisturizer. If you know anything about leather, leather dries out and it cracks. Alright? Now I know that the leather inside Teslas are a little bit different. But it's still a type of leather. It can still dry out. It can still crack. Well, this stuff is a moisturizer. And it penetrates into that leather to keep it moisturized so it doesn't dry out and it doesn't crack. So it will leave a residue on your hands and on the seats until it soaks in. And but I have all the seats done, and you guys can be the judge of how much different it looks. As you can see how it's like real thick. I go back over top of this with a dry cloth to get any excess off of it. Now you can understand why I really love this product. Meguiar's Gold Class. What the heck? Gold Class Rich Leather Wipes. 3-in-1. Cleaner, conditioner, and penetrate. Complete leather care. That's what I was talking about right there. Conditioner. So after you get it done, it's best to leave it on there for 15 minutes. Let's just say 15 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I usually do. And then just go with a cloth and just wipe off the seat. Anything that's left over. And you have nice, shiny. Somebody looks inside your car and they're like, dang, that car's clean. Well, it won't just look like it's clean. It will be clean. Alright guys, it's been about 20 minutes. I've already wiped everything down. And as you can tell, car, besides my floor mats, them are hard, them a different project. The car looks brand new again. So there you go. Keep your car clean and enjoy and cherish and take pride in what you own. Don't neglect it. Treat it the same way you did when you first got it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification. Until next time, God bless. And I love you. Don't forget. Hit that subscribe button and the bell.